that's a physical and spiritual impossibility for Wesley. He is not. That's not in his DNA.
You can make up anything you want.
Well, then he doesn't exist.
That's what
I
think it would be
I get to deflect that.
Buffy, 2 pillows, and Netflix.
Well, that was something I wanted to bring up too, because it's like we see so many movies and TV shows now trying to create a universe, and because Angel being a spin-off of Buffy, you kind of had that universe going. Was that an interesting experience? Especially for some of you, you were characters that started out on Buffy and then ended up being on Angel. Like, how was it to have that character evolution as well as that world to play in?
I think it'd be fun to have had an affair with Fred. It just would have been great to live, and then if I didn't, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, you tried to kill me so many times. Like, what if we had to be besties or something, you know, like walked around in robes and fuzzy, like whatever the opposite of our relationships were,
you would talk
would
about
always
it.
be interesting.
Yeah, like the way that people talk, reminisce about high school.
Likelihood of that happening.
I guess to your question, I wonder if Charisma feels this way too. Since I'm one of the characters that started on Buffy, was feeling very much loathed by the community that were watching the show initially, and that was appropriate. But then being afforded the time in storytelling to change that kind of paradigm for the character and for how the people watching the show felt about it. So I guess that's kind of an interesting journey. Would you say that was?
1,000%.
Yeah,
1,000% too. I mean, I feel, and often people say to me how they feel Cordelia had such a huge growth, and probably the biggest growth of all the characters. But one of the biggest examples of a character growth is his character, Alexis' character, Wesley. Massive transformation, and that just speaks to the time that we were afforded and the gratitude we have by the people and the powers that be that gave us that ability to do that. But also it speaks to the talent of the writers being able to, and I'm not going to say I am necessarily, but you really transformed in terms of, you know, we had expressed this before, like being a awkward, bubbling, like, you know, accidentally prone type rogue demon hunter, to this smoldering, obviously a mental giant, you know, person.
Kind of Chris, we want to just watch this over and over.
No, I mean that's an example. And then obviously, you know, your character turned into Illyria, and you turned into a lawyer. You were the antithesis of the street thug that was you know, one-dimensionally portrayed initially. Like, I feel like the talent behind the scenes is that, you know. I don't know how much you changed. We barely ever worked together.
You thought, like,
you don't know.
Like people surprise you in life. You think you pigeonhole a person, and then you get to know them, and then they surprise you. So, like, Joss, as a storyteller, will bait the audience into judging a character a certain way, and he's manipulating the audience to do that, and then he'll flip it, and then judge the audience for ever pigeonholing the character. Like, haha, you thought you knew, you don't know anything.
I feel like Buffy, or for Cordelia, that it was a slow burn. There were cracks, you know, early on in the season, like when I have been told by you guys, and also because I don't get a chance to rewatch, or you don't when you're working on it. But like there were cracks and moments that indicated that there was more going on, but it really took time.
For me, it was just a total flip. Like, you think he's a badass? No, he's a poet. You know, like he's just like, oh, I wrote a poem for you. I hope you like it. I was like, what?
Goes back a lot to what you were saying about why people still like the show too. I mean, I think that's something that Joss did, and that a lot of genre shows do, is allow characters to have these. I mean, it's not like you're on a case of the week law show where you're the same character doing the same action, and it's such a gift as an actor to be able to, you know, start as the ditzy cheerleader and become this amazing character to start as a girl in a potato sack and become a demon goddess. I mean, that's just not something you get to do on every show, and I think that's what is celebrated at Comic-Con and makes it exciting to be part of genre and television, and why we all seem to gravitate towards that kind of stuff, I think both as viewers and as actors.